It sounds in the moonlight.
Okay, I recorded. I hit record. So we are now
Okay.
recording. Hi, you guys. Welcome back, Cosmic Compass.
Hello.
Today,
I'm not being rude. I'm trying to look. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Go
you're
ahead.
so rude. No, that was my fault. I literally was like, I'm hitting record now. Like,
Oh.
because we're sitting here chatting. I'm like, I feel like we're getting into like this needs to be recorded.
The meat
so.
and potatoes.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
getting into the meat potatoes.
So today we are doing understanding the spiritual numerology charts. So for people that are listening and not watching, there's a chart that I do, and it has your like astrology, life path. We have expressions, soul numbers, personality, birthday, maturity numbers, personal year, pinnacles, and life cycles. And we're going to go over it. You know what, Jen? Can you put up mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did cut our names out. Whoops,
Okay.
that's the wrong way.
Only because I kind of
One's yours.
kind of broken down mine a bit.
Yeah. No, I only because our middle names are on it. And I'm like, I really don't need it. I mean, I think people
Yeah,
already know
that's
my middle
fine.
name, but
That's fine.
No need to broadcast it.
yeah.
Yes. So this chart, if people are watching, this is the chart that I actually make for people. But we're going to go over it. Okay?
Yeah.
So you guys have yours, right?
Yes. Mine's right here.
Liz, did you bring
have
yours?
it. I didn't, but I can go get it.
No, we have it. We
Okay.
have it
Yeah.
online. Don't
Yeah,
worry
I
about
have it up
I
too.
didn't even think to bring it down.
it. Well, I wanted something for you to look at if you had something in it. Okay, but anyway. So we start off with our names and our birth date. So up at the top there, it says June 26, 1978. I don't care if anybody knows my age. Cancers, and I'm a water sign. And we're just going to go over really quickly the astrology part. Let's see. So your Cancer, your color is white. You're the ruler of the moon. Your greatest compatibility is Capricorn and Taurus. Lucky numbers are 2, 3, 15, and 20. Your strengths are you're tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive. And I find these to be very true.
Is this true for all cancers or just cancers like specific to you? Like your birth date and year?
No, this is like a general.
Okay. I just want to clear that up.
Weaknesses are moody, pessimistic, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure. And I find this to be true. And listen, the manipulative, that's because not that we're manipulating anybody, but because we feel so much emotion that we're just trying to break it down. Like we're just trying to break people down to understand them. Likes are art, at home hobbies, relaxing near or on water, helping loved ones, and just a good meal with a friend. And don't you think that's true, Jen?
That is very true. I know that from experience.
Yeah. Dislike strangers, so true. Any criticism from mom, which is true because me and my mom, I love my mom, but we kind of.
I feel like that's like true for any Asian.
And revealing of personal life, which I am very private. Okay, but let's get into the nitty-gritty part.
All right.
Let's talk about the life path. Does anybody know what a life path number is?
Mine is 1.
So, okay, let's see if I can get it right. Is this how from like reducing your birth date?
Yes.
Okay. So you
Yes.
add up all the numbers in your birth date and you just keep adding until you get to a single digit. And then that is your life path number.
Yes. Unless if your numbers add up to 11, 22, or 33,
Right. 'cause
What are those
like-
called again?
master numbers.
Master numbers. That's right.
They have a higher vibration, more of a spiritual energy than the other numbers.
single numbers?
Mhm. So your life path number is is your purpose, and mission in life. It's not so much who you are, but who you need to become. It's our longest time cycle in life, the most powerful number in life. Everyone has a set path. We need to do the positive, or the challenges are the negative, that we need to achieve them in order to overcome our challenges. Yeah. So like Liz says, you just add up all your birthday digits. Mine is June 26, 1978, and I'm a number 3.
Right. So that's like 6, 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8, and then if like it came to like 12, you would add those together to make 3. So like just to kind of help people.
Yes. So my life path is number 3. It says that I'm the caretaker. I can't talk. I've been on the go all day since 5:30 this morning.
It's okay because you're the caretaker. You were
That's
busy
right.
caretaking.
My purpose in life is to become the caretaker, to be helpful, facing challenges of neglect to self, and I have to stay humbled and balanced. Jen, what's yours?
Mine is life path number 1. I am the leader. Purpose is to become a trailblazing, facing challenges in life to make you stronger. I think I read that weird, but yeah.
And I'm pulling up
Here, I can.
Liz's.
I
have
can
Liz.
switch.
I know I'm
got
a
it.
9. I'm a life path
Yes.
9.
You're the humanitarian. Purpose is to be wise, old, soul, humanitarian by facing challenges to understand them to help the world.
That
Facts.
fits. Oh, that fits.
The cool thing is, right, that also 9 in numerology is the end of a cycle,
Mhm.
right? So I feel like that really resonates with me because I feel like, and it might just be a generational thing, but because my number is 9, it just kind of feels like I do feel like I am ending. I don't want to call them generational curses, but like just generational patterns.
Yeah.
Right. Like progressing forward, being more open-minded, like kind of things, right? And really changing things for the insights that I leave my children and things like that. So like making sure that what is the word I'm looking for, Jen, when you're like
You're just trying to break like old patterns that have been passed down generationally.
Right, but like again, they kind of call them curses.
Yeah, they call.
I
don't.
kind of hate that word, but like, but essentially just like conditioning. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Like generational conditioning that like things have to be a certain way because like my mother did that, and like these are the things that were passed down, and knowing that like because I do feel a little bit different than like the rest of my family, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it makes perfect sense. I feel the exact same way.
Okay, so we're going to go over the next number, which is the expression and destiny number. The expression and destiny number is the way you express yourself to the world and how the world sees you. These are what you have been gifted to actually help you on your path to achieve your life path number. Examples, like if you didn't know that you had certain things of these positive numbers that you'll be, what? I didn't write, hold on. Then that's what you will experience, the negative side of it. So saying that you have to, again, do the positive stuff in order to break free and not have all these negative things towards you.
Oh yeah,
And
I think
how
I'm
do you-
missing a paper. I'll be back.
How do you get that number?
So that's what I have here. How you get that number is, so you have to use your given name, not your married name, or if you changed your name later on. This is your given name at birth. Each number or each letter is assigned a number. And how you figure that out is through the Pythagorean numerology chart. So it comes up with all the numbers and then the letters underneath, and each letter corresponds with a number. And then what you have to do is you have to add up all those numbers.
Until you get to a single number.
Yeah,
Just like
until you-
keep adding.
Yeah. And that's how you get your expression number.
Gotcha.
So my
That makes sense. That's kind of cool if you think about it,
Mhm,
right?
it's your-
Like it
yeah.
makes your name have a meaning
Mhm.
beyond like if it was a Latin or a Greek, background or whatever, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more than just like I know what you're trying to say. Like some people's
like-
names mean
like
like
the-
heavenly or something, or
Right. Like the word
angel.
Kansas, right? The word Kansas, it means southern wind
Mhm.
Yeah.
in a native language, right? Like beyond like something like that,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what I'm saying. So I think
Yeah.
that's really cool because like we've already kind of talked about, these things can be really spot on and
Mhm.
it's a little bit creepy.
A little bit,
Mhm.
just a little bit.
It takes all of the like haphazardness and the chance out of things, like, oh, my parents just happened to name me this, but like
Then it's all broken down. Like
but
you're
they
like,
did
well,
it.
It's
It was
almost like
planned.
it was already planned to be.
yeah.
What?
And what's crazy is that when I talk to people about these charts, they're like, oh, well, your numbers, with all the breakdown of it all, like are kind of similar, but it's not really the same. Like my daughter's, I think she has all sevens and like a 5
That's cool.
out of all the numbers that are on here.
That's awesome.
So like everybody's number is different. Their charts are all different. So the expression destiny number, I'm a number 7. I'm curious, wanting to know more about a deeper meaning in life. Intelligent and wise. Liz's is you're a 9. See, you have a lot of 9s in your chart.
Cycle
You're-
ender.
You're idealist, to see the best in people and outcome making a difference in the world.
Facts.
Mhm.
You just keep hitting
Facts.
them, Tina.
I know.
Facts.
Jen, what's yours?
Mine is number 11, being inspirational, wonderful insight, and intuitive mind. I think
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
yeah.
See?
I was
Yeah.
thinking about you again this morning.
Me?
Yes. Well, we can talk about it later. Just that, like I've mentioned it on here several times, that you are the catalyst that shot me forward, and it is you like deserve that credit because it is impacting other people's lives in such a positive way that you just ever so slightly just pushed me in the right direction.
I love that.
Thank you, buddy.
Like, you're
Mhm.
welcome. Like, that's what I want to do. I just want to influence people in a positive way. And I'm looking at this little chart, and apparently, I think that's what I'm supposed to be. I think I'm supposed to be a cult leader, you guys. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about being a cult leader.
But seriously, if you want
But-
to join my cult, I got some Kool-Aid.
But seriously,
Right.
yeah, seriously, if you want to join my cult, I do have some Kool-Aid.
And there went half our followers.
Oh no! Now we're down to 7. Darn it! I'm just kidding. We have more than 14, I think.
Ah.
Okay, so the next number is the soul's urge. The soul's urge is known as the heart's desire. Happiness and success in career and relationships are most needed desires, motivation, content, successful in our career and our relationships. You need this in your life to continue on your life's past journey. Holds your dreams and your desires. How you get your soul urge number is you take your whole name again and you do the numbering chart, but you only do the vowels.
Okay.
So the vowels, break it down again, add them all up to get to that single digit. I'm a number 8. So my career is power, authority, wants to prove themselves, which is very true because I always go above and beyond in anything that I do. And I'm almost, it's weird, like perfectionist kind of like. And if I'm not, I get down on myself. Relationships needs to be with one that doesn't overpower them, but is a good partner. Stay down. No, just joking. Jen, you want to read yours?
Yeah. I'm a number 4, my soul's urge. Career, stable, practical problem solver. My relationship, stability, dedication, and practicality.
Like those are things that you desire.
And that, honestly, it fits because, like, yeah, it is fit. I just want, I'd like to be, for all my friends, anyone that I'm like in a relationship with, I just want it to be fucking stable and normal and supportive and practical.
I mean, is it too much to ask?
I know, is it too
No.
much? Apparently with some people, but it's okay because just get them out of my circle and just bring people in closer.
Right.
Hence these 2 lovely ladies.
Right.
I pointed down. I don't know if I'm down on your guys' screen, but I am on the screen I'm recording with. So
You're up.
yeah,
I feel like the Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the
Here's
same.
a story of 3 lovely ladies. Okay, and then Liz, you are a number 5. Career is freedom, fun, and adventure. Relationships is flows with the vibe of spontaneous.
Mm. Oh, you hit me, girl. You hit me. You hit me. The funny thing is, I don't know that. So this is how I feel like this is what's cool about it, right? Reading this now, because you made one of these for me like a year ago.
Yeah.
Right? And I read it and it was like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. But like I'm in a totally different place than I was then. And like, I do feel like I lived against or not in alignment with those things for a very long time. And like now I feel like I am embodying those things in my life. And it does feel more authentic, right?
Yeah.
And aligned and true. But I've always been a little bit like I'm an air sign, like I've always been a little bit like when I feel like I am being trapped, like it is not, it's not good for those that are around me.
I know, because you got to flow out.
Yeah, I got big wings, man.
Yeah.
And I do. I do really think that I do. I like that fun, fun vibe. So.
And I just noticed, Liz, your bangs look amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sometimes you just.
I was like
cut your
looking.
hair.
I was like, she didn't have bangs last time, but I remember we talked
Well,
about
I
bangs.
did have bangs. They
Well,
were
they
just
weren't-
clipped
yeah.
back because
I remember
they
we
were,
talked about it, but
Yeah.
they look
So.
great. I love them.
Thanks.
They
man.
do. You look beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right. So the next numbers, we have the personality number. Okay. Personality, how you relate to the world on an outside level and an outer shell is how people see you. So how you interact with the world, it's the first impression you make on people. It shows the characteristics you project to others. It's how people view you before they get to know you. So it's kind of like your ascendant sign.
Okay.
Now, how you get that number is the same. You have your name, you get all the numbers, but you only get the numbers for the consonants.
Consonants. Yeah.
Consonants, not the
It's just a
consonants.
weird.
I
Yeah.
know. That's why
We don't want the consonants, like
That's why.
Consonants.
That's why I corrected myself.
I love us. I love
Such a
us so
hard
much.
word.
So yeah. So you do that. You add them all up. You get a single digit, and I got number 8.
Again.
Number 8, though, for your personality is confident, powerful, enthusiastic, generous, wants to spread happiness, and wants everyone around them to be happy. And that's how I am. Like when I first meet someone, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Da 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 da. And a lot of people, though, like after you get to know me, I'm really like the crab. Like I always revert back to my shell. I'm like, that wasn't me.
So you're
was
a
just
confident
kidding.
introvert.
Yes, I'm an extrovert when you meet me, and then I'm an introvert after a while.
That's funny. Quick question before I
Huh.
read mine. Remember that you gave me this chart along with my chart? Did these
Yes.
numbers correlate with this, right? So like,
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
because I was
So-
looking, I'm like, I'm a little confused.
Okay, so you have your number. What are you?
My personality number's 7.
7.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever's written is basically kind of like an understanding, right,
Mm-hmm.
of what a number 7 is. Now that chart I gave you with all the numbers on it,
Yeah.
that's your positive and negative chart.
Yes.
Hold on, I have a positive and negative chart. I'm going to show it on the screen real quick. Jesus. Okay, here it is. So it's like this. I don't know if anybody can see.
Sort of. It's super
Yeah,
small.
Here.
Yeah.
Here, I can do
That's
this.
fine. You can do that.
I can do this. I can. Now you can show it.
Okay.
There you go.
It has like, well, I just read it. Okay. So like, okay, for instance, all right, we'll just do mine. Like, I'm a number 8, right? So on the chart, you have number 8. That's things that you need to do that are positive in order to kind of avoid the negative. Or if you're not positive in most situations, then the negatives would happen in this situation. So like, I need to be powerful, successful, ambitious, like things that can come to you positively. So like wealth,
Mm-hmm.
prosperity, strong, stable, organized, practical. But if you're not like any of these positive things, because each one is different,
Yeah.
like each number has a different positive and negative to them. The number 8's negative is I could become superficial, wasteful, narrow-minded, a perfectionist, argumentative, egotistical, ruthless, forceful, and intolerant.
So these negatives and positives, I keep looking for my freaking microphone. These negative and positives only apply. So, for example, my personality's 7. So these, as long as I'm following like the positives, the negatives aren't going to affect me. But that only applies within my personality. Because like 7
Yes.
doesn't affect me. I don't think I have 7 anywhere else in my chart. I don't.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. So my personality, I guess the way people see me, which is I feel accurate, but they don't say it this way. Like they say it in a very negative way. But apparently I love challenges. I'm intellectual and I'm impulsive. I've been called similar things, just not so nice.
Yes, but then see, you're still hold on, let me pull yours up. Yeah, loves challenges. And so being on the positive, you're wise, you're visionary, you're open-minded, psychic, spiritual, intuitive, mysterious, elusive. So these are all positive things with your personality number 7.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were not doing these things and not being your true self, right?
Mm-hmm.
The negative is you could be aloof, distant, cynical, depressed, distrustful, paranoid,
Are we touching some
complainer,
nerves,
and
Jen?
awkward.
I'm not doing any of those things right now. I'm just chilling. I'm in hibernation mode.
Okay.
Right. And Liz, you are a number 4. You love values of family and money, secure in your home, work, and community. You're trustworthy.
Facts.
She is very trustworthy.
Yeah. And then, so that's how people see you and perceive you. The positives are you're dedicated, focused, logical, reliable, responsible, honest, loyal, trustworthy, stable, practical, hardworking, self-disciplined, organized, and detailed. But if none of this stuff is going on that's positive in your life, then it reverts to negative, which means you're overworker, controlling, stubborn, boring, narrow-minded, argumentative, blunt, undisciplined, dull, and materialistic.
Oh, I love that. I freaking love that comparison. I really do. Because I'm sure just like how Jen was like, I get those things. Now, while not all of those resonate, there are a few of them that when I do get in those moods or swings or whatever you want to call them, where like you just lost your pot, you lost your fairy dust, whatever you want to call it. I do exhibit some of those behaviors.
It's so crazy because I couldn't see it with some of those. Like, there's no way Liz would be like that.
Well, that's why I said not all of them resonate.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that if I like
sat in it long enough.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I'm sure that if I stewed in it long enough, that those things would probably come out. I've just not allowed myself to sit there because I don't like to sit there.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to somebody today, and I just kept hitting him with the freaking positivity wand, right? And at one point, he's like, "All right, I think I've had enough of you today." And he was like, because sometimes he's like, I'm with you and I hear you. And then sometimes I'm like, no, you're taking it too far and you're batshit crazy. And I'm like, and that's okay. I was like, you'll be ready to hear it when you're ready to hear it.
Love it. I love the positivity wand. I need one. Expecto positivity.
I love it.
All right, let's do birthday number. So your birthday is your actual birthday. So 26 is mine. 2 + 6 is 8. And that's how you figure out the birthday number. Birthday number is a sub lesson on your life path, a lesson that needs to be learned on your path in order to make that fulfillment in your life. So it's a sub lesson. Mine's number 8, which means wants to be in charge, loves quality over quantity, goal setter and achiever, and competitive. And that is very true. I love a good competition.
So like, what about those things? Like, what's the lesson there or the sub lesson?
Okay. So meaning that in my life, I need to be in charge of something. Okay. I need like, let's just say that because I make like designs and I do cups and things, for like weddings and stuff like that. I'm always going to want to have the quality like over the quantity of things. Like I would rather get something or give something that's of quality than to hurry up and just do it and send it out just because I need to send out a bunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you're saying is like, if you chose quantity over quality, you would be out of alignment of like that little sub lesson.
Yeah. So like I just want to hurry up and do it. I don't care about what it looks like. I just need to hurry up and do it. See, that's not me. I want them, that person, for that order, I want them to be happy and I want them to love it. So if there's like something that's wrong on something, I'm going to redo it and I'm going to redo it and I'm going to redo it until it's perfect. Goal setter and achiever. I need to set goals, which I do. And I write lists every day. And that's kind of like my goal of the day, right? I have a list I write down every day. They're all different. And I have to get down to that last one and I got to scratch it off.
So could this essentially be like, because a lot of us obviously believe in like past lives and stuff. So maybe like this is a lesson that you didn't learn in your past life. So in your past lives, you wanted to be in charge, but you never took charge. You were very surface level when it came to loving things. You didn't set goals, whatever. So now in this life, like that's what's driving you to accomplish what you haven't possibly. Yeah. Because that's kind of how I'm taking it with mine.
Yeah. What's yours? Go ahead, read it.
Mine's obviously 4. I need to learn to organize, which I feel like I'm pretty freaking organized in this life. Plan, structure, which again, very planned and structured, I feel, in this life. I have big focus, traditions, and grounded, which obviously the grounding is something that I have learned to achieve definitely in this life within the past couple years, is being more grounded. So
Yeah.
I think that I definitely wasn't, and I could feel that, like when I've done, when I did my past life regression with Lori,
Yeah.
I could feel like when you're not grounded,
Yeah.
and like I could feel that visiting these past lives as like a coal miner or fucking lion tamer,
Yeah.
Tavern owner.
tavern owner, warrior.
Yeah, so this is definitely just saying in your life path, because your life path is actually something that you're learning to become and need to become. I mean, you could achieve that. I mean, obviously, you're always trying to better yourself, and life goes up and down. But like a lot of these things, the sub lessons, you could have learned a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And you're just carrying it through your adulthood now. Or vice versa. There could be people that won't learn it until they do get older.
Love it.
Like Liz is she's a 7.
Of course I am.
Loves loves time alone.
I do.
And nature, spiritual, loves to learn and research, and is intuitive.
Get me, girl. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on the intuitive thing.
But you're getting there.
But you're working on it.
I am. Yeah.
Love it. Oh, this is amazing. This is so much fun.
It really is. It really is. And I know it probably sounds a little bit cheesy, but like you guys know me. Well, Tina's still getting to know me, but
yeah,
like that's how I view myself anyway. So
yeah. See, for everyone that's listening, I didn't even really know Liz when I did her chart.
Yeah.
So, boom.
You kind of got to like get to know me through my chart, which I think is kind of cool.
That was pretty
I'm
awesome.
like, oh, let me not ask for that. Just kidding. Okay, so the next number we're gonna do is the maturity number. The maturity number is who you will seem to be when you get older, like in your 50s. Like as you just get older, it's the inner you, it's the one's true self to their age. Lessons to be learned along the way. Take a course in life, but really resonates with you when you hit your 50s and above.
Oh man, that's like right around the corner.
I know. Tell me about it. Shut up, Jen.
I meant for me too.
Yeah, well,
I meant for me too.
No, so it's how you get the number is your expression and destiny number plus your life path number. You add those two up and then single digit again.
All right.
Okay, hold on. So you said expression, destiny, and what else?
And your life path number. So your expression / destiny is the same thing. Some people say expression number, some people say destiny number, but it's the same. Yep, you add those together.
Would be a 10, and then which would make you a 1.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What?
Excuse me.
If you add her expression and her life path number, it's 7 and 3 makes 10.
Oh, I was looking. Her maturity is on a different spot than.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
I was like, it says 3. I was like, oh, never mind. That's personal year. Just kidding.
Yeah, it just depends on the chart, like how I can fit all the wording in there.
Yeah.
So when I get older, I guess I'll be independent, clever, original, driven, leader, strong-minded, and opinionated. Sounds about right.
I love it.
What is yours, Jen?
I'm maturity number 3. Apparently in my 50s, I'm going to be creative, musical, social, and sense of humor, which I feel like the creativity and the sense of humor I already got. Like being social, I'm just like only when I really need to be. And musical, like I love music. I love listening to music, but I can't sing. I can't play an instrument.
Maybe you're just an old soul.
Maybe I am just an old soul.
Can't do those things yet.
Yeah. I do want to learn how to play drums or the piano.
Bam,
completely opposite instruments, but they just look like fun to play.
See, maybe that might happen.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
you might be
did.
good.
I mean, I could play the guitar. I used to play the guitar a little bit. Not
Yeah.
like,
Maybe you might pick it back up.
yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Liz, you are number 9 again. 9. Maturity. So you like to do selfless services,
Okay.
nature lover, humanitarian, and global concern.
The last one's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Everything else was
mm.
like,
Wonder what's going to
I
happen
mean,
in the next 10
not-
years. Like, what's going to happen? It's going to get less concerned about.
not that I don't currently
Yeah, I
care.
mean, you know what I
but,
mean.
Yeah, that I would become like a big like activist seems
like-
kind of surprising, but
Maybe.
Yeah, that's why I said I wonder what's going to happen in the next 10 years is going to make Liz be the next.
Good.
Never mind. I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what it
tell
probably is going to be is that I have given up on living in society and I've moved to live off grid somewhere, and so I'm like, stop, whatever,
Yeah.
killing off my wild turkeys that I survive on, or like whatever.
You mean when you
Mhm.
join my call and live in my combine? Isn't that what it's called? Combine?
Compound
Compound?
is
I
farm
do-
equipment, or to bring
I-
things together.
Well, I mean, so it kind of works, combine, but I also got the combine on my head. Like the NFL combine's the end of the month. so-
When you say combine, I know it's not the same, but it just reminds me of what happened. It's Columbine,
Columbine.
but when
Yeah.
you're saying it, that's a
Combine. Yeah, no, I was talking more like
Compound
compound.
compound.
is the
Compound.
word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Compound. Okay, so the next number is the personal year, 2025. On my chart, it says 2023. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the personal year for last because I redid all of ours.
Oh yeah, I was sitting here thinking like, it was my personal year, just 2022. I missed it.
No, so I
That
redid
was
it.
when you made your chart.
Yeah.
And so we're going to save that for last because that's the fun. This is going
Yay.
to be the fun one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. So we're going to go on to Pentacle years. Up here above the Cancer sign.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wanted to see it, it says 4 Pentacle years. So Pentacle years are periods lasting 9 years because we always start the cycle over. Right?
Like
1
Liz
through
has said
9.
like 15 times today because she's
Yeah.
on it, doggone it.
Mhm. So how you figure it out is you write down your birth date, your birth month, your birth year in a single digit. So and get them each one. Get each.
again.
So you take your birth date.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, let me just skip to number. Let me skip to the second part. So the first number of your Pentacle year, mine is 1978 to 2001, and the reason why it's a number 5 is because you have to take your birth month and add it to your birth date.
Okay.
Okay.
So 8 and 6. Is that what you mean? Because you're 26, so your date would be
8.
4, right? And
Yeah.
then the month is 6.
Yes,
There you
but
go.
hold on. We're not done though, because you have to do some subtracting.
Mm-hmm.
So the second one is the birth date and the birth year. The third one is your the first pinnacle number, which is the birth month and birth date, plus your second pinnacle number, which is the birth date and the birth year. You add those together. And the fourth number is your birth month and your birth year. But the way they do it, and this is kind of confusing. That's why it's kind of hard to talk about this one, is because it's like a timeline. So what they try to do is they want to take the first 36 years because you've gone over the 9 years so many times, right? So they take the number 36 and then you subtract it from like the first pinnacle number, your birth month and your birth date combined. You subtract it from 36 and you get a number. I got a number 29. So that's my age, but that would be between the years of 1978 and 2011. So number 5 is the number that I got. Okay. I know it's confusing.
Super confusing. I'm just
I
like,
I was like, I'm trying to like have
So anyway,
Nope.
the pinnacle, let me just talk about what the pinnacle means. The pinnacle means is major life events that could be happening in your future. Your life is divided into 4 long-term cycles. Each term has a specific attribute and must be put into your life. Each pinnacle cycle brings demand and opportunity to you, forces you to deal with the qualities of your pinnacle number. So yeah, it's not like a chart, but it's kind of like a chart. And you take the first 36, then you minus the 9. Hold on. Okay, so you take the 36 and you minus your life path number. And then you add 9. You keep adding 9 because you're in the cycle. That's how you do it. Sorry. I have this listed next to my cycles and I was getting them confused.
So you take 36, you minus the life path number. So
Which
mine
was
would be
Oh, it's
35. And then you add 9.
wait.
So then I'd be at 44.
Every time I do it for you, I keep getting 6, Tina.
Hold 666. No.
I mean, I have a bunch of 6s on mine. Well, I say bunch, it's really 2. I'm just trying to figure out
write down
the
your birth
pinnacle
date.
years. What? I don't have my pen over here.
Yeah, so your first pinnacle. So hold on. I have all these charts all over here. I'm just trying to figure this out.
It's okay. It's a lot. All right, so you said my birthday.
Okay, so listen. So your pinnacle years is from your birth date. Oh, hold on. I don't know why. Look, I have it all typed out and it's not adding up. Your numbers that are the numbers that are next to, let's talk about that first.
The group
Before
of
we
the
talk
years.
about the years.
Okay.
Yeah, the actual numbers that you live off of.
Mhm.
So mine first set is a 5, and that's correct. It would be your birth month and your birth year. So mine would be 6 plus 2 plus 6 is 14, and 1 plus 4 is 5. You got it? Did that sound right?
Yes.
Okay.
It took me a second. I was like, wait, what the? Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
okay,
the
that makes
second one
sense.
is your birth date plus your birth year. So the date would be 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. So 7 plus 6 plus 2, 13, 14, 15. 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people just input it into a chart online and then
Mhm.
press enter and then it just calculates
Populates.
everything.
Yeah.
That's
like,
that's
so-
not how Tina does it.
No,
Yeah, right?
I have to do it correctly.
Tina
I gotta
does
figure it out.
correctly. We learned
So
that
then
about
you were
her and
saying
her
that-
personality or something.
Yeah, right?
Right.
So
And
then you're
then-
saying that the number that's correlated there, so like the 5 for your first iteration, pinnacle year, you would refer back to that positive negative chart
Yes.
and you would live by those
Yeah, by
principles
those
of
rulings.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Let me see something. Okay, and then obviously, so the third year would be the first number plus the second number. So 5 plus 6 is 11.
Gotcha.
And because it's an 11, we don't reduce that. It's a master number.
Right.
And then your last one is your birth month plus the birth year, which breaks it down and it's a 4.
Gotcha.
So it's the same as the first one.
Yeah.
No-
And then
Oh, is it?
Birth month plus birth year.
No, the first one was your month and day.
yeah.
So it's
That
month
is
and
not what I
day.
added. Oh, I added it wrong. I did month and year, and I still ended up with 6.
Birth month plus birth date.
Okay, I screwed up. My
Okay, and
bad.
the second one is the birth date plus the birth year.
Got it.
Mhm.
Third
And
is
then the third one is the 2 years together.
together. Yep. And then the
And
fourth
then-
one is the birth month and the birth year.
Dope.
Okay. Now, how you get to the years. Okay. You take 36 and you do subtract your life path number.
hmm
Okay.
So for you, that's 33.
33.
hmm
So from the time of 1978 to 2011, 2011
It's 33 years.
is 33.
Oh, okay, now I see what you did. And then
Hey.
that's the next iteration is where you're adding
Yeah.
the 9. Okay.
And you're
Friend.
adding the 9 because you go through the cycle.
friend.
Gotcha.
So you add the 9.
33.
And then the 9 would make me, I mean, you could do it in ages or you could do it in years.
Who got
9
33?
would make me
Tina.
42.
Tina has 33.
Yeah, her first iteration
Mhm.
is 33.
Yep.
I
Look at
got
that.
This 33, and I'm telling you,
Just for those of you that might be like, what in the crap are you guys talking about? Before Jen hit record, just so randomly on all of us, we were talking about how she just keeps seeing the number 33 everywhere. And so this is just
everywhere,
another
Mhm.
instance of when she.
literally everywhere. It's wild. Sorry, continue.
No, that's okay. And then so my other ages, you know, from 2011 to 2020 is 42. From 2020 to 29, which that's what I'm in right now.
Right.
I'm on 11. At the end of my cycle of this cycle, I'll be 51. And then my new cycle begins when I'm 60, 50, or 51 and ends when I'm 60. Or it can go beyond.
I
It
was going to
doesn't have
say.
to end.
it's
Yeah, it
just-
doesn't end, but it can go beyond.
but you would just keep adding 9.
hmm
And then, okay, so then what happens after the fourth one, right? Do you go back to the math?
You can continue to add 9.
No, I'm saying the number that correlates at the for that year. So like 1978 to 2011 was a 5. How
Yeah.
do you then get that math as you keep going? Do you go, because like we did, you know, the month and the year, and then the day and the year, and then we
Yeah.
did the 2 years added up, and then we did, you know, I might have those a little bit screwed up, but what
There-
would be the 5th pinnacle year? Like how would you math that out? to
There
get your-
is an actual chart for that.
Okay.
I don't have
No,
it
it's okay. We
on
don't have to
me.
get into it.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
was curious.
That's a very
But
long
yeah,
ways
it
away.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
it is like I want to say it has something to do with like your destiny number and something else. Like, you
I
know, they
see.
have it
Okay.
where they
Yeah.
just
Hmm.
you can keep adding it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
So what is 11? What is your things you're supposed to live by
Okay.
in this 42 years? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No,
But-
it'd be more.
No, 42 to 51
Okay.
is what I'm supposed to be living 11 for. Bringing illumination, inspirational, powerful, manifester, leader, great calling, spiritual, psychic, intuitive, driven, a mediator. And then if I don't,
Stay
Try to-
positive.
yeah, then it's like anxiety, stress,
Ugh,
but extreme
that sounds terrible.
expectations, overly
Make sure
sensitive.
that you maintain your positivity. Please.
So yeah, so a bunch.
We don't
of
want to see
things
that
like
side of you.
No. And then yours, Liz. Let me see. Oh my God.
Hit me with your best shot.
Hold on. Where did your chart go? Okay. So your first one is a 4. 1980. I don't want to tell you. Is it
It's okay. No,
Okay.
yeah.
1985 to 2012, you're number 4. From 2012 to 2021, you're number 3. So 2021 to 2030, you're a number 7, and I'll read that in a minute. And then from 2030 to 2039, you're an 11/12.
What does that mean? Why do I have 2 numbers?
Because they sometimes say that because 11 is a master number. But sometimes some people just resonate with 2 because 1 + 1 is 2. So sometimes they just don't fall in the alignment of 11, or they feel that they don't fall.
Interesting.
So sometimes they say you can use 2, if that helps.
That I wondered why mine said 22/4 under the age life cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You're a number 7. So you're intellectual, wise, analytical, visionary, open-minded, psychic, spiritual, whimsical, intuitive, independent, non-materialistic. And your negative is aloof, distant, cynical, depressed, pessimistic, distrustful, paranoid.
Gross. Maintain my positivity. I don't want to see that side of me there.
Right. And awkward.
Ugh, I'm awkward anyway, but
Awkward.
I own it. Awkward.
Right. Jen, what number are you during
Oh, look at
your
my
time
little
frame?
stars up there. Cute little people holding hands.
Huh? Oh, I switched it
Oh.
to yours. Mine is for 2019 to 2028. I am a number 8. So the positive is powerful, strong, successful, ambitious, wealthy, prosperous, reasonable, secure, generous, stable, organized, practical, extroverted, not true, competitive, courageous, brave, and accomplished. The negatives is materialistic, greedy, superficial, stingy, wasteful, tense, too serious, narrow-minded, perfectionist. I don't see how perfectionist is negative. Argumentative, big ego, ruthless, forceful, and intolerant.
So can we circle back around to the perfectionism being a
Yeah.
negative thing?
Yeah, like I don't
Go
see how
ahead.
it ties
It's
in.
because it blocks you from like going with the flow of
Mhm.
things because you're so
Ah.
focused on, instead of just allowing something to
Mhm.
be the way that it came out or whatever, you refuse to accept it. And so it just makes it just kind of like a small mindedness, but also just like
It's
then
like
now
I'm driving with the blinders on.
kinda, but also I feel like it just makes you spend too much time like focused in the details of something that like life is kind of passing you by because you're just so focused on like
Mhm.
it has to be perfect or I can't move on. And so then it
Okay.
might be the reason why you're not moving forward with something is because you're just like it's not perfect yet. So I think it's more of a
Interesting.
limitation than it is. Because listen, we never actually reach perfectionism, right? Like we
Right.
strive for it, but like you never reach it.
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
So my brain's like, why even try?
no, that checks.
My motto is better than it was.
Mhm.
Thank you for that. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Let's go on over to 3 age life cycles. I'm trying to find my cheat sheet here.
Okay,
'Cause
before you move on though, so Pinnacle years, right? Does
Yeah.
that mean that like what does that really mean? Because like a pinnacle to me means like something big is going to happen, but like all the years are in a row. So like
well, it's just saying like because it's a cycle, a 9-year cycle, and you know how each year kind of it's just saying like within those 9 years, like something major can happen.
okay.
That's why
And
they
then like
starts over in
if you
9.
align with those
Yeah.
number things
Yeah.
on them. Okay. So
Mhm.
you have like 9 years to kind of like learn that lesson or master those skills.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that outlook.
Mhm.
I like that.
That's good.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay. You're like
Well, because like you're getting ready to move on to these 3
No,
life
yeah.
cycles, and I'm like, okay, well, what's the difference?
No, you got questions. You gotta tell the
And you've
ask
got
the
answers.
questions.
Sorry, she has a lot of
So
answers.
your age life cycle Now, okay, this is yet another chart, but this is a numerology period cycle chart. Your life cycle predicts major themes that you will face and go through during the cycle time, long-term themes that will happen. There are 3 cycles, and this is use a chart to figure out what could happen during this time. So basically these are these are longer periods of time that these things will happen. It will happen. Not could, but will.
So ominous.
Now, how you figure out your numbers. Cycle 1 is the month that you were born.
Okay.
Cycle 2 is the day you were born.
Okay.
And cycle 3 is the year you were born.
Okay.
But how you end up with the timeline of ages like 1, yours is 1 to 27/28, right? Is that what I
Yeah,
have for you?
it kind of like carries over, I guess.
Yeah, it carries over because it could fall in between your 27th or 28th age. So what it is there's a chart out there. Like I said, numerology period cycle chart. I don't know if you guys can see.
Mm-hmm.
So what it is it's your life path number, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it has these numbers that are like birthday numbers. So you have to find your life path number. And then you have to go off of a grid. Like, for instance, I'm a 3, right? So these changes will start from the age of 1 to about 33 or 34 years of age. The second cycle will start at 34, 35-ish, up to 60.
Oh, wow.
And then my last stage will be 61 and plus of age.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a big one too. Maybe not as big as yours.
Yeah.
This is 28 to, was that 55?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
about
'cause
what
you're-
mine is. Well, mine's like 1 less year. Mine's like 26 to 54.
Mhm.
What's your
Yeah.
number?
4.
Oh.
Yep.
I have a lot of 4s
Oh,
on
right,
my
because
chart.
it's your birthday. That's cool.
Mhm. So just depending on your life path number is how you go off of the ages in the charts. It's a chart that they have.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
So-
like
I
rhyme or
told you
reason.
guys I'm gonna be a freaking cult leader but it's not gonna happen until my 50s because my 22 it says builder of society.
See?
You
I'm
had
just
to take
kidding.
it to cult leader. It
I'm
couldn't
just
be
kidding.
anything other than
I'm
that.
just
but-
kidding. I'm not gonna be a cult leader. I'm gonna be a rebellion leader. I've already decided that.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm gonna
You've been
lead-
watching too much Star Wars.
I have been.
So yeah, so the cycles are things that you were going to be going through. So it kind of helps you, like when you're reading it and you're looking at it, it kind of helps you like, oh, well, yeah, this happened during this time. Oh, I could see that,
Mhm.
You're going off of, again, the numbers of like mine would be number 8 during
Gotcha.
this
Okay.
during this time of my cycle.
Mhm. Interesting.
And Liz's, yours is 7.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have a lot like a number 7s and 9s in your
do.
chart, and 5s. It's almost like kind of equaled out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I see lots of 9s.
Mm-hmm.
I do see lots of 9s.
Maybe I'm only seeing what I want to see.
Maybe. But I see them too, so.
Okay, and then the last thing we're going to talk about is our personal year.
Whoop, whoop. What is 2025 going to bring me? Am I going to get out of this hermit mode because I'm kind of tired of it?
Hold on. I got so much. Hold on. I got this. I got that.
I got a little bit
Okay,
of this
so
and
your
that
personal
too.
so your personal number is your month and your date, and then 2025. Our
Okay.
personal year goes into cycles. So usually it's 1 to 9 because then we start fresh over, right? So depending on what you are this year, then obviously next year just bumps it up by 1.
Can you explain
Oh
how
wait,
we
can you
get
say
the
that again?
Yeah, can you explain how we get the number again? I wasn't ready with my pencil and I half
Okay, you
went
take
up.
your month
Mm-hmm.
and then your date,
Of
Mm-hmm.
birth.
and then you add up 2025 and you
Okay.
add all those together.
Gotcha.
So mine's 22. Woohoo!
Yep.
Woo!
Yours is a 22/4.
Yeah. Okay.
More
Just
than
couldn't
likely a
look.
22 because
Why
you're
not?
Liz.
Right.
Mine's a 6.
Yours is a 6
Mine's
and
a
mine's a
6.
5. So what I mean by like next year, because it's 2026, then Jen, you'll be a 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's all we had to do. We could have. I didn't need to do any math at all. I should have just added 3. Idiot.
2. Add 2. Yours is
No,
2023.
mine was 2022.
Oh,
Yeah,
yours
mine
is
was
2023.
2023.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyways.
we're gonna do where's 4? Okay, so Liz, I'm gonna do yours
Yay!
because I'm gonna read off 4 and I'm gonna read off 22. Okay,
Okay.
and you're gonna see which one resonates with you.
I love it. Hit me.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Okay. So number 4, and it's funny and oddly that 4 and 22 are both self-improvement years. Both numbers.
Crushing it already.
Huh?
I said crushing it already.
Yeah. Self-improvement, cycle 4, has a lot to do with self-improvement, hard work, laying foundations. This year is about building yourself into who you want to be and getting yourself where you desire. Whether it's through your job or hobbies or where you are in the world, you are the focus of this year's energy. Thus, personal year 4 is very active timeline in your life where it can make a big decisions. Now, with that being said, when you say number 22 and number 4, when it comes to personal years, they're almost basically the same.
Okay.
So you could use either or. It doesn't mean like your life path. It's not
Yeah.
like
Set.
22 master. You know what I mean? It's both kind of the same because the years are only going in 9, right? Every 9 years it starts over your cycle. That's why. Self-improvement. Okay, number 22, great opportunities, building strength, hard work, laying foundations again, getting yourself where you desire. There will be challenges, but it will pay off in the end.
They both resonate, so I'll take them both. Thank
There
you.
you go.
I love it.
There you
I'm
go.
excited
So
for
excited.
2025 for you.
For real. Me too. I
be
can feel
great.
it. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Jen, you are 6, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Personal year 6. Okay. Home and duties. Year 6 is a year that you will be faced with many choices and mostly has to do with your obligations. You may feel a natural urge to help those around you during your cycle. Your energy focuses on your family, home, and responsibilities.
I don't have any responsibilities.
Of course
Yeah, you
you do.
do. You got lots of
Where's
responsibilities.
Sheldon?
I don't know. I'm
Your
not
house?
responsible for him. I'm just
He's
kidding.
responsible for himself.
He's responsible for himself. No, but like, okay.
Because what happened this year? Or it happened this year. 2025.
What?
When you signed on the dotted line. Was that last year or was that this
That
year?
was the end of last year.
Yeah. End of last year.
And
But
then,
coming into this year.
coming into this year, my focus obviously for all of January, which is I think is why I've been kind of in hermit mode the past like week and a half or so,
Mhm.
is because like into January, like yeah, obviously I moved in December, but like I really did a lot of doing the unpacking beginning of
Mhm.
January because of the holidays. So I did focus a lot on the home, and I still
Mhm.
am. Like I still got shit to do in this place.
So that is your responsibilities of the year.
So I don't really have to find a job right now, is what you're saying. I need to find a job. I got to find
So
something to
gross.
do.
No,
Especially after
Okay.
my neighbor called me out.
Well, let's do Tina's first.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do Tina's, and then we can discuss further.
Okay. Tina is a personal year 5. Changes. Personal year 5 is basically a break from the past 4 vibrations. The cycle is focused on liberation and change. You may have a feeling of being loose and free. During this year, things that you need to work on previously will move you into the rightful position of your life, both internally and externally.
How does that feel for you?
It hasn't happened yet. I don't know. I feel like yes, because I'm like on my kind of like my breaking point, and I feel like there's going to be change this year. I feel like a lot of changes are coming.
Same girl.
I feel that
Do you
too.
feel it?
Uh-huh.
There's definitely going to be a lot of changes that I can feel it.
love it.
There is big things happening, and
I
I
am
love
so
it.
I wanted to tell you that I know you have your own book, right? But I copied something. That's what I was looking for when we first started. And it says when you see 333, good changes are coming. And so like that just really I feel like ties into this energy of what's coming. Like I think that's why we like are feeling this thing and why we keep seeing 333. It's just letting you know that like
It's coming.
It's coming.
it's about to get real freaking good.
Yeah, I can feel it. Like I love it. I love it, but it's kind of got me. I'm telling you, like every time now I see or we experience 3-3 in like live action. It's starting to kind of freak me out because it is. I have never seen a number this many times aside from 444, and that's usually Huron saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Pause.
Right.
Pause. Like pause the. Oh, her ears were dying.
Did she forget?
She's mute. You're muted.
Can you hear us?
I think she can. She just got.
I can't.
Just gotta switch your mic under the settings. We can't hear you. You're talking to us. I'm not a good lip reader. She's saying, "Fuck." Oh, this is frustrating. Now she's covering her mouth, so we can't read her lips now. Like, God damn it, Jen. I'm so sick of your mouth.
Can you?
Did you hit the mute button at the bottom?
Where it says Leaf Studio mute.
Oh. Switch. Did you switch the microphone in the settings? That's so weird. Can I unmute you? Let me see. I don't know why it would have done that. I can ban you. You want me to ban you? I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, I do have the option. Like there is edit mic settings, but I can't click it because it went brokey. And I know I just messed up the. I'm so sorry for those that are watching. I know that just popped up where I clicked it. Obviously Liz is going to come back, so I know that just popped up in the screen. Sorry. Yeah. We're doing this a weird way, the recording.
Yes.
Until we start going live. Hopefully one day.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about real quick, since we're going to wait for Liz to get back up. So these charts that I've been doing, okay, I've done them for, there she goes. Can you hear me?
You still can't hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me, Jen?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was like, she's still moving. I can see her breathing.
I'm like, when in doubt, just freaking turn it off.
Go
and
out
turn
and
it
come back
on.
in.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
No,
We're in the middle of
no.
saying things, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
that's okay.
Life happens.
So
Or
these
technology happens.
yeah, always, right?
Mhm.
So these charts that I've been doing, I actually do these charts for a lot of people. And I wanted to mention this because I thought it was kind of cool. But I did these charts for Charlie Hunnam, Katie Seagal, and Theo Rossi of Sons of Anarchy. When I seen them, I gave them the chart, and they actually stood there and went over the chart with me and what things meant, and it was kind of cool.
I bet the people in line behind you were so mad.
Like-
they're like, we've been waiting all day to meet Charlie, and this bitch is sitting here talking to him about his life.
That's right.
She was like,
And-
you see this this timeline right here? That's where you and I get together.
Right. Look, we got the same number. No, I'm just joking. And then it's kind of cool because I kind of belong to like a small group of people. And we kind of talk to like Theo a lot. His name is actually John. And I wanted to do a chart for his wife. So I'm going to get ready to do a chart for his wife. I just haven't getting the information yet. But he has it sitting up in his little office.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. So I thought it was kind of cool.
You're
That is
basically
really awesome.
famous.
If anybody wants a chart, you just got to email me. It's at infinitypathcreations@gmail.com.
I love
There
that.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this.
You got it? I did have an Instagram and all kinds of social media. And I had some things on it. I don't know if it's still up there or not, but because I got so busy with like other things, like between charts, and then I do like mugs and cups and
There you go.
bags and all
Winning.
kinds of stuff, right? I've been doing all kinds of things and it just kind of slips. And I take pictures and I do this and do that. And then I had to switch phones and I lost all kind of pictures. And I was just like, forget it. I'm done. I don't want to do it no more.
Just email me.
There you go.
The easiest way.
Well, I love mine. And I actually was talking to my hairdresser and I had texted you
Yeah.
about her. So I hope that she reaches out.
Okay.
And I encourage all of our viewers and listeners to reach out and get this done by Tina. It's amazing. You're going to learn so much about yourself. And then even if you think it's not about you at that moment, you're probably going to evolve into that. Hence the pinnacle years and the age life cycles. Like, it's great. I love it.
I do too.
I love deep diving into this stuff.
Yeah.
Another thing that I've been working on is essence years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
is
So
that?
okay, so in numerology, it's all about numbers. And essence years actually is a person's mental, physical, spiritual makeup of each year.
Ooh.
How long is that going to take for you to be ready? Because I'm ready.
Yeah. Like
I'm still working
week?
on
I
it.
love
like
it.
I did.
by
still
the
working
time
on
it's
that.
your turn again.
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
Well,
if you
just-
guys
just-
haven't figured
well-
it out, we obviously every week it's one of our turns as far as bringing a
Yeah.
topic.
Who brings the topic? Yeah.
Because it's all about the spirituality.
Love it.
Getting to understand these things. We're just helping one another out, figuring this thing out called life.
Love it. That's exactly what
Yeah.
we're doing. Just trying to figure it all out.
But
Man.
I will.
And
I'll
use
mark
these
it down.
tools to freaking crank it up to 11, bro. And like just get the absolute best result.
Yep.
Eventually, we're gonna jump into the human design that I think kind of wraps into this
All
a
of
little
it?
bit. Yeah, like
Oh, I
this,
do.
but
I do.
I-
But you're not ready.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. It's a lot. So
It's
I think
a lot.
I think I really
I-
want to talk about dreams next week.
Ooh, because
Okay.
I think that you're probably more ready than you think you are.
I could be, yes.
If you left it on a very surface level, like we did the astrology charts that we did. Am I
Yeah.
saying that right?
Yeah.
That we did a couple weeks ago, where we kind of just skimmed the surface on it because we could be here for months and years diving into all the
And
conjunct and
and that's
trines
kind of how I
and
want to do it. I want to start off with just the surface, and then maybe the next time it's my turn again, do a deeper dive into some of the little, because there's so much.
Part.
There's so much. I don't know
oh,
if any of you guys at
100%.
home have, like I said, at home, any of you viewers have looked into the human design chart, but there is so much into it. Like, it's
It'll
a lot.
blow your mind because it talks about like the foods that you eat, what your
Archetype is and
yeah, like and how you feel about certain things that you ingest, and you're
L-
just like, wow, that is
Like
exactly how I feel.
where locations where you thrive, like it's the
Hmm
craziest thing. Like,
okay, well, now you better be prepared because we've already
oh,
like
100%. I
cracked
will.
open the can.
Yeah, I will be ready come my next turn. So not next
Okay.
week. Come
Okay.
my next turn, I will
Fair
have
enough.
human design. So
All right.
give me a
It's
little.
okay. At least you have 2 weeks planned or
Yeah.
2 turns planned. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I
Mhm.
think I'll figure something.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll figure it out. Wait, look, you know how it is. It's something's gonna present itself, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god,
So
we
right.
have to talk about this."
Yeah.
That's how
You're
it
so
is.
right. You're so right.
So, all right,
Well,
buddies.
thank you, Tina, so much for taking the
Yeah.
time and
No
putting those together
problem.
and walking us through them. It was fantastic. And as always, I feel like I have a better
Thanks.
insight into
Yeah.
where I'm heading and what I'm supposed to be doing, I guess you could say, or focusing on. And
Yeah, it just kind of helps, kind of guide you, Just, and I think the main purpose too of all of these spiritual charts and stuff like that is because we need so much positivity in this world, right? And all of this chart basically says is if you do the right things and you're positive about all your outcomes in life, obviously you're going to feel great and you're going to do great things and you are going to help people and all the good things are going to come your way. So
I heard a thing. I don't know if you guys know who Bashar is.
that sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
And
but
I don't know the human channel's name. I can never remember his name because Bashar is the entity that he channels. But he's kind of like Abraham Hicks,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Her name is something else,
Yeah.
but Abraham is the collective of entities that she channels. So she
Okay.
often refers, when she speaks, they often refer to themselves as we. But anyway, Bashar is something similar. And anyway, he has a lot of like insights on how we handle things and whatever. And so he says that everything is always working out in your favor, regardless of what it looks like, feels like it could look like a freaking train wreck, right? But it is always working out for you. So he's like, under that precipice, right? If everything is always working out for you, what do you care? How did he say it? What do you care what happens or how you experience things or what they look like? Because regardless of what it looks like, if you know it's always working out for you, what difference does it make what's happening around you? Right. Meaning that like when things really feel so, like I said that to a friend of mine today, right? And he goes, okay, right. Then hit me with how squirrels got in my truck and my truck is completely deadlined, right? Because they ate the wiring harness. And it was at a very inconvenient time, right? I need a bunch of stuff for the barn. I need the truck, whatever, right? And he's like, so hit me with how that's working out for you. And I was like, actually.
Hit him with the actually.
Right. I was like, yes, I was experiencing an inconvenience. And I'm not going to lie, like those are frustrating, right? But I was like, I was busy this weekend and cannot physically be in 2 places at the same time. So I needed hay and I needed things and I don't have a truck. So guess what? Not having my truck allowed someone else. I reached out to a guy who doesn't normally deliver, but because I'm having a problem, he delivered hay to my house. So that solved one of my problems. And I was like, so actually, it kind of worked out for me. And I was like, and then because I wasn't here to help stack and put it away and all the things, I was like, there were 2 extra people who came to help my husband and my dad stack this hay in the barn. So I'm like, you see where I'm going? That's when he was like, you know what? I think I've had enough of you.
I love it so much.
So, so anyway, it just was kind of, right? Because we know things happen that are hard, that are challenging, that are sad, devastating, whatever they might be, right? But they're always working out in your favor, right? And I think that if we can always keep that outlook in the back of our minds, it can really help us through the things that we experience, right?
Mhm.
I think Jen, you mentioned it maybe once before about like, hey, sometimes when we're experiencing something that seems very challenging or conflicting or not in alignment or whatever it is, right? If we say, like, take a step back and say, okay, what can I learn from this? Right? This is happening for a reason. It's always working in my best interest. So what is the takeaway from here? What can I learn? What opportunity is here for me? Right? And sometimes when we view it like that, it makes that shit stop happening.
Oh yeah. I mean, and that's one reason why I do that, and I tell people that is like, you got to find the lesson, because there's always going to be a lesson, regardless of how minuscule, I don't know if that's the right word, how little it might seem. There's always going to be a lesson. And you know, even like some of the biggest like tragedies, like there's a lesson there. It might not be the way you wanted to learn it, but you had to learn it for a reason. And so that's, you know, you find, and when you learn, you grow, and that's all we're here to do, is to grow.
Yeah, that's right.
So those are our little powers of positivity, right? And so I had I don't know if it really applies, but we'll end with like a little affirmation, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And it was just something that I really, really liked. And it said, by day and by night, I am prospered in all of my interests.
There you go.
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
that. By day and by night, I am
prospered.
I'm prospered.
Prospered by all my interests.
In all of my interests.
In all of my interests. I like
and
that.
You know what? I have been.
I love it.
I'm telling you, like, there's just been some weird craziness that's been happening. We're gonna have to save that for later, because we got to wrap this up.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
bye, buddies.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.